Alright guys, welcome to the second episode of this series, Introduction to CSS. So today's task, we are going to look at CSS syntax and what is selectors. Then we also look at CSS comments, and we shall write our first CSS code today. So the CSS syntax is structured this way. First of all, you have a selector, then in between a curly bracket we have a property and a value. So everything inside the curly bracket is called a declaration. So example of a property over here is the color, and the value is the value is blue. So the property and the value is being separated by a colon. So we can have multiple properties and their values, which can also be separated with a semicolon. You should know this by heart. So what's a selector? A selector is basically an HTML element. Every element in HTML is a selector in CSS. So H1 is an element in HTML, but over here it becomes a selector. So let's see this in real life scenarios. So I'm going to create a new folder here. Then I will name it beginner CSS. I'll save it. So I'll open my Sublime Text. I'll select file, open folder. Then I'll locate the folder on my desktop. Beginner CSS. I'll select this folder. So yeah, I'm going to work with this particular folder, beginner.css. So I will generate my HTML file. Go to view, then select syntax, then I'll select HTML. Yeah. So HTML and CSS, they go, I think, hand in hand. Yeah. So I can't just write a raw CSS code without having HTML. So I'm going to generate the HTML syntax. So my intro to CSS. Good. So over here, I'm going to. This is the formula. This is the formula. The formula for CSS, or I will say syntax, CSS syntax, or syntax structure. Let me put it that way. Okay, this is the structure. This is how the structure is going to be. First of all, you have a selector, then a curly bracket, then we have property separated by colon, then we have the value for that particular property. So this is the formula, but in case you want multiple properties and their value, you must end with a semicolon. Then I can say another property again will come. Oh, come on. Property separated with colon, then the value will come. So if I want to add another one, I'll add the semicolon. So that is the structure. So let me give a real life example over here. I'm going to call the H1 element H1. I'll name it hello world, like this. Good. So I want to use CSS to style this. So first of all, let me save this. Control S, then I'll name it index.html. Good. So it's already saved. Let me go to beginner HTML. Slow. I didn't select. I think Control Shift S. No, slow. I didn't save in the folder, so let me relocate index.html. Good. So I have it now. So I'll open it here. So I have hello world. okay, hello world, and I want to style this. So to achieve that, I'll first of all go inside the head, in between the opening and closing of the head. So immediately after title, I'll do that. I'll add a style element. I'll open style and close style. Before that, you can ignore this. So we have the style. So we are going to use the formula here, this formula over here. So in this case, the selector is going to be H1. That's going to be our selector. Then we bring our curly bracket. The property, I'm going to give it background hyphen color. Okay, then that's the property. I'll separate it with a colon. Then the value, I'm going to say red. Then I'll end it with semicolon. So Control S to save. But I'm not going to do that here. I'll copy this line of code. I'll cut it, Control X. Then I'll paste it inside the style, in between the style element. So I will save this, Control S, back to my browser. Then I will refresh the page. Okay, so you see that we have a background of red which is affecting our text. Then the last thing I'm going to add is the comment. So press and hold the Control plus the forward slash to generate comment. So comment, as we learned from HTML, this does not have an actual effect on our code, but it gives us a reminder of things that we do. So I'll save this, and when I run it, I won't see anything like there over there. Good. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share to your colleagues. Bye bye. See you next time.